based on eligibility or speech originality may be entered by the contestants or the judges to the Chief Judge. To the Chief Judge Venkat or the contest chair Sunny Malik. This should happen only prior to the declaration of results. There will be no protest accepted after the results have been announced, and at that stage, the judge's decision will be final. Now, before we begin the contest, I request you to adhere to the following.
Excuse me.
Yes.
For 2 minutes, let all come in because there's a huge crowd that they want to get in.
Okay.
Please get in.
There is no place here. They have to
So let me go through a couple of things that everyone will have to adhere to. Please maintain absolute silence when the speaker is speaking. And like Sriram said, please read the sign again and put your phones on the silent mode. I will give you 5 seconds to do that. There will be no flash photography during the contestant's speech. There will be a chance given for the contestants to take a photograph when the participation certificates are being given to them. Chief Judge, may we begin the contest?
Yes, madam.
Sergeant at Arms, please make sure that the doors are secured. Well, it is now time for the one thing everyone is waiting for. It is now time for the contest to begin. All the very best to each one of the contestants. Contestant number 1, Soumyadeep Banerjee. Speech title: My father is the mother of all my problems. My father is the mother of all my problems. Soumyadeep Banerjee.
Every single son in his lifetime has a discussion with his father, which is universally known as the son and father discussion. Now, me and my father, we both believe in simple living and high thinking. So clearly, during our father and son discussion, there was some whiskey involved. Fellow Toastmasters, supportive guests, respected judges, and Mr. Contest Chair, Madam Contest Chair. Allow me to share with you parts of my father and son discussion. I remember it was during the 3rd peg when my father said, "You are 28 years of age. You still hang out only with boys. Why don't you have a girlfriend?" I saw that coming and I was prepared. But like a typical Toastmaster, I was taking 30 seconds to sum up my thoughts. Surprisingly, on the 7th second, my father started telling me all about all his girlfriends when he was 18 years of age. Even more surprisingly, there were so many. But most surprisingly, none of them involved my mother. So clearly, during our father and son discussion, my father did not reveal how I met your mother. I remember it was during the 5th peg when we did a cheers. Would you like to do a cheers with me?
Cheers.
Cheers. My father said, "What do you want to become in life?" High on spirit, low on thoughts. I said, "I would rather be an engineer." Ladies and gentlemen, that is how started the most miserable journey of the making of probably the worst engineer, not only in the history of engineering, but also mankind. The discussion came to an end immediately after the 7th peg, when my father said, "I had a lot to drink. Let's just go home." Making heavenly efforts, I somehow managed to stand up on my feet, and then I realized, wait a second, go home? We never went to a bar to drink. This is home! That is when we did a gentleman's shake hands, and my father said, "This is one discussion that never happened." And I assured my father that whatever happened in this room remains in this room. Ladies and gentlemen, in a typical father and son discussion, the ice is broken between the father and the son, whereas in our case, there were loads of ice melting. I know some of you are now wondering, so why do I call my father the mother of all my problems? Yes? Now that I have introduced my father to you, it would be easier for me to explain the reason. There is a simple single reason my father has destroyed my entire life. Personally, professionally, virtually, and it goes on. Personally though, I believe he has caused the damage the most. Look, my surname is Banerjee, whereas my father, and almost intentionally, uses the surname Bandyopadhyay. Now Banerjee and Bandyopadhyay means the same, just like Chatterjee means Chattopadhyay, Mukherjee means Mukhopadhyay, but not everyone knows that. So every once in a while, I will come across someone who with an extremely sad face will tell me, I know, it must have been really tough growing up, being brought up by a foster father. I would remind each one of them that absolutely not, he is my real father. So you see, my personal life is in a crisis. To tell you the truth, professionally also things are not that good. There are days when I would return home from office at 5 in the evening and my father would lovingly open the door for me and tell me, why do they even pay you? You do absolutely nothing in the office. Then there are days when I return home at 9 in the evening and my father would open the door for me and with a smile on his face he would tell me, why do they even pay you? And none of the days you can finish your work in time. Then there are a few days when I return home at 7 in the evening hoping that now this gentleman would have absolutely nothing to hold against me. And my father opens the door for me and tells me, someday would come at 5 and someday would come at 9. Have some discipline in life. Everyone says that. So you see, my professional life is also ruined. In my virtual life, however, I had a lot of aspirations. Well, now I'm left with only desperation. Look, I'm an avid reader. Each day, 1 hour, I spend reading Facebook. 30 minutes I spend looking for a girl who is pretty and single. The next 30 minutes I spend pretty much doing the same. End of an hour, I finally come across a girl who is absolutely single and extremely pretty. I'm about to send her that friend request and I discover one common friend in a friend list. My dear father. So you see, my virtual life is also practically destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, with a life broken as mine, which is personally, professionally, and virtually destroyed, I realize that it's time I have to find a brave new world for myself on my own. And that is why, and that is when I joined this fairly fabulous world of Toastmasters. But even that did not work. I told my father, do you know I am a Toastmaster? You know what my father did to me? You want to take a guess? My father went around telling his friends that my beloved son is a Toastmasters. I bet that my son can drink more than your son. And I have to remind him that that is not what Toastmasters is about. That is not what we do in Toastmasters. So now, are you convinced that my father is the mother of all my problems? Yes. All the lovely ladies in this room, thank you for being such a lovely audience. And all the gentlemen in this room, how many of your fathers already? Well done. Which means the rest of the gentlemen in this room, we are all potential fathers. One day we would have the gift of a child, and it is a beautiful gift. But be very careful with the kind of father you become. Because the quality of your parenting might just decide the content of the script of the speech. Today I dedicate this speech to my fantastic father. Thank you.
I now call for 1 minute of absolute silence. Indian silence, please.
Master is to provide a mutually supportive environment in which every individual member has the opportunity to lose their self-respect, common sense, and communication skills. It in turn fosters shamelessness and ultimately brings out the beast inside you. To conduct the meeting in a chaotic manner, we have 3 codes of misconduct. First, mandatory topics to be covered are politics, religion, and sex. Secondly, once the meeting has started, if you want to ask anything, just stop the speaker and talk louder. And thirdly, wear earplugs. Please wear it properly. Don't blame us if your ears are bleeding at the end of the meeting. And coming to the dress code, that is the thumb rule. The more you wear, the higher your annual fees. To take over the meeting, we have our president. He is a perfect product of this book master. He is totally shameless and worthless. Ladies and gentlemen, join your hands and welcome the president of the club. Not your place. Come on, clap. Yesterday, I saw a beggar fighting with dogs. Furiously for food. In his face, I could sense 3 Ds: derangement, delusion, and desire. He taught me a lesson. When it comes to food fight, you should not mind biting the dogs. That day changed my life, and I'm standing before you as president of the And I know one of our members who possesses the same determination like that beggar. He has actually bitten 4 dogs to death. He is none other than our TMOD of today's meeting. Help me welcome our TMOD. Thank you, President, for the inspirational introduction. Today, our first speaker, the book master, Arna Chugani, is giving her project 2 from the Common Sense Losing Manual. Her project title is Drive Away Your Audience. Her speech title is Dummy Teddy. Dummy Teddy, to book master, Arna Chugani. Actually, I have this beautiful teddy. She's so cute. Whenever I hug her, it's like rubbing the soft glass. One hot day, when I woke up, she went missing. I cried for 3 days, and I found her under my bed. Thank you everyone for giving this wonderful opportunity. Oh my God, I forgot to use the stage. Who gave membership to her? Maybe membership idiot. Okay, let's see what the evaluator has to say. Evaluator. Wow, that was awesome! The moment you said you lost your teddy, I had tears in my eyes. In last project, you tortured us. Sir, you talked to us about how you tortured the shopkeeper to get this teddy for free. This time, you talked about the teddy itself. Wow, what a transition! Give us area of suggestion. Instead of dummy teddy, you could have named it as death to audience. That way, the audience connection will have been instantaneous. We are eagerly waiting for your next episode. Over to team. I think you should evaluate the evaluators. Third, come here. You call that speech? Call that speech. Don't talk at me. She's the only female member in our club. the table topics. For table topics, can I have silent sound with? Silent sound, please. Silent sound with. The topic is, what is your father's name? What is your father's name? Silent sound. Timer, I need 10 seconds. Awesome speechless speech from silent. Sponsor women are a diaper. I was really impressed by the way your thoughts were putting all over. I think this is enough for today's meeting. Let's take it to the president. Hey, Rimpy, take that tissue. Agenda. Surround it is time to show your leadership skills. I hope everyone enjoyed the meeting. Let's collect feedback. Sir, did you enjoy the meeting? Yeah, I really liked the meeting very much. I have been suffering from insomnia for the past week. But it is too hard. I really forgot that. Thank you. Oh, it's a pleasure. For the next meeting, we are having education session. Hope you will bring other patients too. Okay, let's end the meeting. Before that, dear guests, for attending the meeting, kindly collect 50 rupees from the treasurer. Let's adjourn the meeting. What's my give? Let's adjourn the meeting. The quote by our distinguished Dumku Master Saro. Great things can achieve great sacrifices. Great teams are made lot of sacrifices.
Kindly maintain 1 minute of silence. Contestant number 3, Dilshan Hevawasam. Speech titled, I have no topic. I have no topic, Dilshan Hevawasam.
Soon after my icebreaker speech, I met my mentor. To know my CC is strong. They gave a topic only for the icebreaker speech. For the rest, they forgot to pick the topics. Contestant, very personal. Last Sunday evening, my wife was about confinement. I went there and said, darling, I'll make a humorous speech, but I have no topic. In my wife screamed, Dilshan, what is this? You said you were expert at Toastmaster. You said they gave a standing ovation for your speeches. And you said even police respect before Toastmaster. Actually, darling, I didn't say the whole story. Yes. On that day, I was late for Toastmaster. I was driving like Michael Schumacher. Wow! Saw a heavy noise. Police stopped the car. I stopped the car and get down to the car. I said, please let me go. I have to go for Toastmaster meeting. Toastmasters, huh? Yes, please let me go. I have to arrange everything for the meeting. I'm Sergeant at Dawn. Sergeant at Dawn. Please go see. You're not informed about that new unit Toastmasters. Sorry, sir. That's what they gave me standing ovation only for the icebreaker speech. Then I thought I was okay. I did my level best for project 2. They said, good. I thought I'm few levels away from distinguished Toastmaster. Later on they say, there are competitions too. Now, I have no topic. Please darling, help me, I have no topic. You want something fun, yeah? You go there and just show your face. And then you show your monthly bills. Chinese food. Yes, that's good then. Yes, darling. How can I spend these two in 5 minutes? I need at least 2 months salary to balance 1 month. It won't work, darling. I have no topic. Uncle, what's the meaning of humorous speech? That's my brother's 6-year-old son, Imran. If you were not my brother's son, Uncle, what's the meaning of humorous speech, please? Humorous speech means a speech. When you deliver this speech, the audience should laugh. Why are they laughing for his speeches, Uncle? They're laughing for his speeches. They're Toastmasters, okay? But Uncle, my teacher said laughing for his speeches is very